Your friendly neighborhood YouTuber is rated PG-13. Parental advisory, explicit content. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey, what's up everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber. Okay guys, so we are going to be doing a countdown of the top 21 DC Mcfarlane figures that has been released in the year 2021. Now let me point out to you guys, there were a few figures that I missed out on that I didn't get. And also there were some pre-orders as well that didn't come through. That's not going to come through till next year, like some of the 3 Jokers figures. And also the Swamp Thing figure, which probably would be on this list, but I'm not going to see him till next year. With all that being said, let's go ahead and start this countdown of the top 21 DC Mcfarlane favorites. Favorite, not the best, just my personal favorites. Because I don't want people to jump on me and say, no, you're friendly neighborhood YouTuber. This has to be number 1. No, this is just going to be my favorite list, my recommendations to you guys. As if you guys watch my channel, that's pretty much what I do. I recommend action figures and let you guys know if they're any good, if they're worth the pickup. And you guys recommend me action figures as well. I buy them. Sometimes I'm pleased. Sometimes, no, they're crap. With all that being said, let's go ahead and start the countdown at number 21. But wait, hold on. Before we start this countdown, we got to do some honorable mentions. So these figures right here in front of you guys are some really great figures. The reason why they're not making this countdown is because most of the figures that you see in front of you are repaints. Now, this Joker right here, there's been a lot of Jokers that have been released. Of course, this is Mortal Kombat Joker. He's not really a DC figure. I guess he is. I guess he can be considered a DC Mcfarlane figure. But if I were to put him in the countdown, he probably would fall maybe number 22. He's a good figure, a good Joker figure. Of course, I didn't get a chance to pick up all the Joker figures out there that Mcfarlane released, but he is a really good figure. So yeah, if I were to put him anywhere, I probably would put him at number 22. The rest of these figures, great repaints. Azrael, Suit of Sorrows. Didn't really think I would love or like this figure that much, but I actually love this repaint. Great figure. Another great repaint, Nightwing in all red. Came with 2-pack for Red Hood. I had to think about his name. Red Hood. Very awesome figure, sleek design, great figure. White Knight, red edition, Batman. Really love the paint apps to this Batman. Just a freaking, look at this guy, man. Freaking great Batman. Very unique color, kind of purple, dull, red, beige. Weird colors, but damn it, it freaking works. Great design for this Batman. Yeah, he's a little, stocky, short, what have you, but it's a good Batman. Another Batman, which I did review, I put him back in package because I already have the black suited Batman on display. Might take him out of package, but it's a great freaking repaint, man. I think if there's a gold label, or actually this is not a gold label, this is a chase. This is a chase. It's not even a gold label Batman, but this is a chase hell suit. Oh yeah, maybe it is. No, it's gold edition. So yeah, if there's a gold figure out there I can recommend, it's definitely the hell suit Batman gold edition right there. Great freaking figure, bro. If you love the Hellsuit Batman, get him in gold. You won't be disappointed. Now let's start the countdown. Coming in at number 21, Steppenwolf. The reason why he's at number 21 is he's not that bad, but I feel like he deserves to make the countdown because it's an original sculpt. It's actually very nicely done. If you guys saw my review of this figure, then you guys know my gripes face. Other than that, is actually a really decent, good-looking figure. But not really good enough to make the top 20. So he's at 21. I definitely would recommend him, being that he's an original sculpt. If you can find it for cheap, I definitely say pick him up. Is he worth $40? No. I feel like Mcfarlane should have marked this guy at $20 because I don't think he's $40 material. With that being said, Steppenwolf is at number 21. Number 20, we have Wonder Woman. Mcfarlane Wonder Woman, should I say. And listen, it's a good enough figure to make the top 20. That's why she's number 20. Good sculpt, good colors. Probably the best Wonder Woman face sculpt I have seen yet from Wonder Woman. Very nicely done. Good paint apps. If you guys are fans of, Mcfarlane's Angela and Tiffany from Spawn, you guys would definitely like this figure. It's Mcfarlane's own personal touch to Wonder Woman. Good colors, good detail. The gold and silver goes very well. The red, blue, gold, silver, that's pretty much her primary colors. But yeah, it's definitely a figure that is definitely worth a pickup if you guys are looking for a good Wonder Woman, or if you guys are into this kind of stuff. I would recommend it, but don't pay $20 for it. I think she's probably no worth than $10. If you can find it for $10, then it's a good deal. There's Wonder Woman, Mcfarlane's Wonder Woman at number 20. Number 9. When I first got this guy, I had a hard time pronouncing his damn name. Etrigan the Demon. It rhymes. Who would have known? It's a good figure. It's good enough. Lack of paint apps with pretty much mostly all the DC Mcfarlane figures. But the sculpt saves him. I feel like they could have used a different silver for this guy. It's kind of a dull silver. Same thing with the armor. It's a dull silver. I wish they would have put some silver flaking over it. He's got exposed feet. he's in full armor, but he's got exposed feet, which I never. It just boggles my mind. I can go into detail with that, but you guys don't want to hear that. If you guys want to hear that, check out the review. And also this weird freaking thing right here. I don't know what the hell you call it, bro. It's blocking his articulation. It's messing up his elbow right there. But overall, it's a good sculpt. The face is good enough for $20. I've seen customs of this guy, which they did an amazing job. Some of the customizers out there don't really want to touch him. Don't really care too much enough for the character for me to actually customize him. But I feel like he's good enough to make the top 20. And that's why Etrigan the Demon is at number 19. Number 18, a figure that kind of took me by surprise. I feel like he is good enough to make the countdown. And one of the main reasons why is the head sculpt is actually really good with this figure. It's a unique figure. I love the W for Wayne. I love that it kind of looks like a bat. He has the club. He has the Joker's head and the lantern. He has the straitjacket, which his straps act as a bat cape. And I do believe this is from the Dark Metal series. It's a very unique take on Batman. It's interesting. The paint apps are a little messy. They're a little crappy, should I say. But overall, everything else kind of works on this Batman. I feel like he's deserving to be in the countdown. He's very simple. He's very plain, but yet he's different. He's a different Batman. So that's why he makes the countdown at number 18. A lot of you guys are going to hate me for this. We have the Death Metal Superman at number 17. Let me tell you guys, I actually like this Superman. Do I like the way he looks facial wise? No. He kind of looks like a butch Rosie O'Donnell. If you can get past the face sculpt, everything else is actually pretty damn good. The arm is done pretty nicely. The Superman knuckle buster, whatever you want to call it, works great. The black pants, the chain is a little cheesy. The rubberized chain is a little cheesy. The Superman emblem always gets me. I like the red eyes despite the ugly face. It's a good looking, unique, different Superman. And I feel like he was good enough to make the countdown. And that's why we had the death metal Superman. What did I say? At number 17. I like him. I definitely do think he's worth the pickup. It's unique. I like the Doomsday arm. I like the red eyes. I like the Superman look. So there is the death metal Superman at number 17. Number 16 is going to be a tie between a couple of Batmans. You knew it was going to happen because, damn it, there's a lot of Batmans. I wanted to include these guys together because I couldn't really decide on where I could put these guys in the countdown other than next to each other. But then again, I didn't know which one was better. So we'll start with the Mcfarlane Batman. A lot of you guys didn't like the Mcfarlane Batman. I do. I like Mcfarlane's take on a lot of these DC figs, whether it be Wonder Woman, which we just saw, or what else did he do? That's the only thing that's coming to mind right now. But I like McFarlane's take. He's known for putting spikes on his figures, very Spawn-esque. Like, surprising he put any skulls on this Batman. There is a variant of this guy, which is blue. This is the black version. But I actually like the way he looks. I like his big, giant forehead right here. Kind of reminds me of like a Frankenstein Batman. And I feel like he is good enough to make the countdown. He's very unique. A lot of people don't like him. A lot of people overlook this figure. But it's a good figure. We go to this Batman right here from... Oh, was this the Death Metal series? I believe it was the Death Metal series. I guess this was kind of based on the Greg Capullo version. And of course, they released a variant with the purple cape. And you can see the marks as well on his body, the bloody marks, the beat-up version of this Batman. This is the original version, I guess that's what you want to call it. It's actually a really good, decent sculpt. The body is great. The head is great. The weapons are great. I love the axes right there. These axes are really great, really done great. Anytime you can have Batman holding axes is a good Batman, in my opinion. The only problem I had with this Batman is this long freaking neck, and it is articulated neck. It is not, his head is not separate. His neck moves. It's a giant long neck. And yeah, I probably, if I could, which I probably might still do, is shave down this neck because he's got a long, long freaking neck. That's the only thing that's holding this figure back. Other than that, it's a good figure. So there is the McFarlane Batman, and I guess you would call the Greg Capullo Batman at number 16. Number 15. I like new action figures. And this guy is no exception. Blight. Blight! His name is Blight. He's from Batman Beyond. He's a good enough action figure to make the countdown. He's very unique looking. I guess this would be considered DC's Mysterio because of how he looks, the capsule look, the skull inside the capsule, the glowing hand right there. I love gamma ray action figures. It's a good figure. It's a decent figure, decent sculpt. Heavy chest piece right here. And it's different. It's unique. I like it. And that's why this guy is at, what, number 14, did I say? Or number 15? Anyways, there's Blight. Okay, we're at number 15. He was 15. This is 14 right here. Okay, number 14 is another Batman Beyond figure. This guy is slightly better. I just love the way he looks. Like I said, I love new characters. I like new things. I'm a big fan of Batman Beyond. I do like this Shriek. For some reason, I want to call him Omega. I've called him Omega many times in the video. Don't know why. But I like the simple, sleek design. The black plastic kind of reminds me of the RoboCop movie. Not the old one, not the 89 one, or 88 one, but the remake of RoboCop. It's actually done very nice. The white is done very nice. It is made with plastic and rubber pieces. I love the blue right here, the clear blue. I love the arms, the hands right there, the fingers. He's actually a really, really good figure, a really decent figure, and very overlooked as well, I must say. Just an overall good-looking figure, and that's why Shriek, see? Shriek is at number 14 on the countdown. Number 13 was a figure that took me kind of by surprise. Yet another Wonder Woman, and probably, dare I say, one of the best Wonder Womans I think ever done. That Mcfarlane has done so far, should I say. Great figure, great sculpt, great colors, great face sculpt. Hair is done nicely. She looks like an evil witch, Wonder Woman witch. The skull, the straps, the armor is actually done really nicely. They used a decent color gold. The chainsaw of truth or torture or whatever the hell you want to call it is actually done really nicely. It doesn't feel like the chainsaw goes with this figure, but it works. It really, really does work. The cape is actually not that bad. The hair with the highlights is done really nice. If you guys, to all my female action figure collectors out there, it's definitely worth a pickup, because if you love hair, which all women do, it's a good figure. The makeup is done nicely. It's an overall really, really great figure. So there is the Death Metal, I do believe Death Metal Wonder Woman at number 13. Staying in the death metal scene. Oh, how'd you like that death metal scene? We have the Dark Father. And let me tell you guys, this figure was very overlooked, man. He's a very buff, big Batman action figure, and that's why I love him. Probably one of the main reasons why I love him so much is he reminds me of an 80s wrestler. Like, if he had existed back in the 80s, this is what Batman would have looked like if he was a wrestler. He's very Hulk Hogan-ish. Very, what was the guys, man, was it the Road Warriors? I think it was the Road Warriors. The wore the armor, the armored football gear. Never mind. But anyways, it's a good freaking figure. I like it. The cape is not really all that great. It doesn't really stay on there all that great. It's kind of clunky and big. But it's plastic. It's what you expect, you know, from a $20. Well, actually, he's not a $20 action figure. He's actually a Build-A-Figure. So, yeah, I feel like the cape, they could have done a little bit better. But the face sculpt is done really nice. The bat logo is done really nice. The body is done really nice. I wish there was wash on it. I say this time and time again every time I review a Mcfarlane figure. But overall, it's a good figure. It's a decent Batman. This figure is definitely worth the pickup. It's definitely worth the build. I've been satisfied with all the death metal figures that have come out. I'm a death metal fan. Really like this Batman, and that's why he's at number 12 on the list of top 21 favorite DC Mcfarlane figs. Number 11, another good Build-A-Figure, guys. Really, really good Build-A-Figure. Of course, from Batman Beyond. Great freaking Batman. Great sculpt. Reminds me of classic 90s action figures, man, what they used to give us back in the day. Very unique. These mechanical arms, spider arms, whatever the hell you want to call them. Works really great. It would work just as good without the spider arms, but it just makes it look creepy, especially when you turn the head around and then you get Joker, and it just makes it look even more creepier. Or you can turn it around and then you got Batman with the creepy freaking wings. It's a good freaking figure. Love this giant gun. It reminds me of, like I said, an action figure from the 90s. This is the crazy stuff that they used to do, especially Mcfarlane back in the day. That's what it reminds me of. Great sculpt, going close to the detail. Joker's face is done really nice. The body is done really nice. It's a very simple, classic looking figure. One kind of color, but it has like this gunmetal gray metallic sheen over it. Great looking sculpt, great looking head sculpt, both Joker and Batman. I wish these were a different color silver, because it looks very plasticky. I wish it was this color right here, more silvery like the gun. But overall, it's a good figure and deserves to make the countdown. So that's why we have the Batbot, Batman Future's End, I believe. That's the name of this Batman / Joker. That's why he's at number 11. All right, here we go into the top 10. You guys knew he was coming. Listen, guys, I understand how you guys feel about this Bane. So there were a lot of complaints with this Bane. He was a very, very hard build-a-figure to put together, especially the arms and the fists and the hands and the fist. Did I say the fist? Yeah, that's how hard it was to peg all this in. His legs. Yeah, it was a very, very hard figure to peg in. But once you get the pieces in there, they stay in there. I know some of you guys had QC issues with a lot of your Bane figure. I know a lot of you guys didn't like this Bane because he wasn't your Bane from the 90s. He is, of course, based on death metal, once again, from the death metal scene. And a lot of people customize this Bane, which I didn't really understand why, because, you know, Mcfarlane is going to give us a classic Bane eventually. But he's very unique. He's different. That's why he's at number 10. And I included the Scarecrow, even though he was a different figure. He's part of the accessory. He's part of this Bane. And this accessory is what makes this Bane, is what makes him stand out, is what makes him different. It's a really, really good Build-A-Figure, man. It's a really, really good Bane. Different take on him. I do like this gray skin. A few of my buddies have customized this guy, which... that's your thing. That's your thing. I felt like he didn't deserve a customization, even though they did an amazing job with those customizations. I feel like there should have been some wash on his skin, but I do like his dead grayish skin, and there is some wash over it if you look closely enough. But it's a good figure, man. It's a good figure despite the QC issues. It was a hard figure to build. It was a hard Build-A-Figure to build. I agree with you. I concur with you on that one, but I do believe he deserves to be in the top 10, and that's why we have Bane at number 10. Number 9. Yeah, it's hard to believe. This Superman, which I do believe, I think he's from death metal as well. I could be wrong. He did come out this year, at the very beginning of this year. You could say, yeah, it came out 2021, or excuse me, 2020, the end of 2020. But I didn't get him till 2021. I don't believe I got him, I think, in January or February of this year. So I do believe he came out this year. I could be wrong. But nonetheless, he's a good Superman. Did I say Batman? Superman action figure. I've seen customs of my fellow YouTubers, you know, take this Bizarro or switched out the battery, switched out the body for the other Superman, the classic Superman. But it's a good figure nonetheless. Great looking cape. It's from the Merciless Build-A-Figure wave. I didn't really care too much for the Merciless, so heads up, he's not going to be in the countdown. I didn't really care too much for the Merciless Build-A-Figure. That's one of the Build-A-Figures I really didn't care too much for. Will I pick him up in the future? You never know. You guys know me. But yeah, it's a good Superman, and the one thing that sells it is this Joker-esque face. Really dull color to this Superman. It's a really, really good figure, and that's why this Superman is going to be at number 9. Number 8. With all the bad shit I said about this guy, he happens to be in top 10. And the reason why, well, there's numerous reasons why. You guys heard my gripes about this figure. I'm not going to go into detail. His leg is, once you get it pegged in, he does stand up somewhat straight. His leg is longer than the other leg. I don't know if that's just my figure. But overall, it's a very nicely done dark side. The blue was done very nicely, even though it's just two colors, blue and gray. That's pretty much it. The face sculpt is done really, really nice, man. The body is done really nice. The arms are done decently. The body is done nicely. The armor is done really, really nicely. This is a one-of-a-kind sculpt. Yeah, I don't think you're going to see this on another figure unless Mcfarlane does a repaint of this guy, which I'm sure he will. Of course, there was the other one where the chest, he didn't have the chest plate. This is the SDCC exclusive, so that's one of the main reasons why he's making this countdown and falling into the number 9 spot or 8 spot. 8 spot. The back right here, you guys heard my complaints about this piece right here, but overall, he's really good enough to make the top 10. The weapon is done nicely. The sculpt overall is done nicely. That's one thing I'm loving about Mcfarlane toys. Even though it's lacking in paint apps, at least Mcfarlane has given us original sculpts, which he'll probably never use ever again unless he decides to do a repaint. So there is Darkseid at number 8. Number 7 took me by surprise, guys. I did not think I would like this figure as much as I do, but I really love this Lex Luthor power suit on throne. And I think if he didn't have this throne, I don't think he would be in the top 10. This is a very nicely done throne. It's very hollow plastic, but damn it, it's pretty awesome. And this power suit is very awesome. And if the face looks familiar, let me bring my camera up just a little bit. And if the face looks familiar, yes, he has Darkseid power, so that's why he looks like Darkseid. The blue is done really nice. It's one simple freaking color, not much detail going into it, but once again, the sculpt helps this figure a lot. The clean paint apps that Mcfarlane always seems to give us. This one, the paint apps on this figure is a little bit messy compared to some of his previous figures, but damn it, the Superman emblem sells it big time, and the blue that they use on this guy, the plastic and rubber, they go together very, very well. The sculpt is actually done really, really nicely, man. And like I said, having the throne right here, great freaking accessory. I wish more toy companies would provide us with accessories like this, man. Marvel Select is a good example of providing us with some cool bases and some cool accessories. And I wish more toy companies like Hasbro would provide us accessories, cool accessories like a throne like this. The throne definitely helps this figure a lot. But overall, it's a good figure. Without the throne, he would probably be outside the top 10. Him having this throne, that's the main reason why, or one of the main reasons why he's at number 7. Number 6, Batman Beyond. There's really nothing much to say about this guy. Finally, I was able to obtain a Batman Beyond figure, and Mcfarlane did not disappoint. One of the best Batman Beyond figures I think ever made. Of course, this one is the one from the Build-A-Bot, Batbot, which I just showed you. He just made the countdown. There was another, I believe, Amazon exclusive, with a different face sculpt. I like this face sculpt a little bit different. The other one was the classic version. Of course, they came out with Batwoman, which I didn't really care for. I just really need one freaking Batman Beyond figure, and this guy is it. He's kind of the definitive Batman Beyond figure, and he definitely has to make this countdown because Mcfarlane did an amazing job. Very sleek design, great face, great body, very lengthy, very athletic. Mcfarlane did a great job with this Batman Beyond. That's why he's at number 6. Number 6. All right, finally, we broke into the top 5, guys. And let me tell you, man, this Green Lantern John Stewart, I was not going to pick up. He was just kind of an impulse buy. And damn it, I'm so glad I got him. One of the main reasons why he's so damn awesome is because Mcfarlane just did an amazing job on this face sculpt, man. Did a really, really great job on the face sculpt. He looks like a freaking model, man. I like when Mcfarlane does faces like this. Not the ones from the movies, not the DCU figures. So those are horrible. Suicide Squad figures and the Justice League figures. The face sculpts on that, man, don't do it. Just don't do it. This is a really good Green Lantern. The body is done nicely. The torso is done nicely. Of course, they did a Hal Jordan. The Hal Jordan was actually pretty good. If I were to put Hal Jordan anywhere, he would probably be right next to John Stewart's Green Lantern. But damn it, this Green Lantern, I think, is just awesome, bro. It's a very, very overlooked figure. I think he's better than the Hal Jordan simply because of the face sculpt. So this is a little piece of advice to all you toy makers out there. Just give us a good face sculpt, and a sleek design and a great body, and you got yourself a good action figure. Not much to him, but the design of him is really done nicely. Proportionately, he's done very nicely. The body is done nicely. The body was so good that they used it on Hal Jordan. It's a good John Stewart Green Lantern. Probably one of the best, if not the best, Green Lantern figures I think ever done. So there's John Stewart at number 5. A surprise to me and you both. Number 4, Death Metal Batman and Batcycle. Now, I admit to you guys, I am cheating a little bit. I am. Because these are 2 separate figures, but they go together. They go together like ketchup and mustard, like pancakes and syrup, like turkey and cheese. I don't know. Peanut butter and jelly. There we go. Or peanut butter and chocolate, whatever you prefer. This is a really great action figure, bro. The Batcycle is amazing, bro. The detail, really great. If you guys like creepy, cool stuff, then you definitely would appreciate this guy. It's a different take on Batman. And damn it, I want to say it here. I want to say it right now, right here. I want a Death Metal Batman movie. I would go see that in a heartbeat because I'm so sick and tired of seeing the same damn Batman movie reboot after reboot after reboot. Even though they're all good, I just want something different. And this guy is really great, man. He has the scythe, if I'm saying that right, the face, the leather jacket, the chains, very Spawn-esque if you guys are fans of Spawn like me. The Batcycle rolls very nicely. The black leather coat right there. Of course, he comes with the guitar, with the variant. I guess if that's what you want to call a variant, not really, just a different accessory. But he deserves to make the countdown, man. The Batman logo right there. Mcfarlane did an amazing job with this Batcycle, guys. This, if I could, which I probably would have combined these 2 anyways at the number 4 spot. Because the Batcycle is done so nicely, and it is a character to itself, bro. The face is done nicely. Look at that. The face, mouth, and you got the wheel coming out, the ears, the ribs, the spinal cord, which is attached right here, like like I said, the leather, the black leather, and the armor, and the spikes. This is just a badass figure, man. Very overlooked and very underappreciated, in my opinion. But that's why Death Metal Batman is at number 4. Great freaking figure. I recommend it to all you toy collectors out there. Definitely pick this mother up. Finally, we break into the number, or 3 spot, into the 3 spot. So, this guy, Red Hood, one of the best Red Hoods ever made. Ever given to us, and this was right here. This is when Mcfarlane was still able to give us guns, thank God. Great freaking Red Hood, man. One of the best action figures of the year, in my opinion, bro. Great accessories. Silver guns are just kind of plain, but it works. The black sleek look, very athletic look, kind of like the John Stewart look. The head is done magnificently, little bit too damn shiny, but it works. The Batman logo right here, the way it's designed, the jackets, the way his chest is protruding from his small members only jacket. Great figure, bro. Great boots, great shoes. Once again, lack of paint apps, but at least he painted the damn silver on the buckles right here, which that's a plus, bro. It goes very nicely with the silver guns. Great freaking action figure. Very simple, very plain, but yet just executed greatly, bro. That's why he's at number 3. Great freaking figure. Number 2. I think you guys are going to be surprised. Number 2. Lobo. Listen, man. Great freaking action figure. One of my favorite action figures. One of my favorite characters ever in the history of comics. I've always wanted a great Lobo action figure, and Mcfarlane delivered, bro. He delivered with this Lobo. Awesome figure. One of my buddies on here who comments on my stuff all the time actually had a Storm Collectibles Lobo, and he ended up selling it because he was so satisfied with this Mcfarlane Lobo right here. And I don't blame him. You know, 20 bucks worth $100 and just as good for 20 bucks. What do you guys think? I know a lot of you guys still love the Storm Collectibles Lobo. Me personally, if I could find that baby for cheap, I probably would buy it. But I knew Mcfarlane would deliver, and I knew that I could get a good Mcfarlane Lobo for $20. I paid a little bit more for this guy because I had to get him off secondary market because he got pushed back. The reason why he's at number 2 is because, well, 2 reasons. One, they didn't give Lobo any freaking guns. I had to improvise and give him my own freaking gun. Other than that, he's pretty damn perfect. The face is done nicely. There could be some wash over his shirt, maybe some detailing to where the rips are. Wash would have benefited this Lobo, but I'm not complaining because he's pretty damn perfect. He's pretty damn perfect. He's a pretty damn perfect action figure. The size is really great. He's a big Lobo. Didn't expect him to be this big. Oh, that's what she said. The paint apps. You know, if this was any other figure, this would probably be just one color. But kudos to Mcfarlane for actually coloring in Bite Me Fanboy and painting this skull white and adding some red to the back of his jacket and some wings. Kudos to Mcfarlane and actually adding some silver to the belt buckle right there. Mcfarlane easily could have left that alone. Would have been nice if he added some silver to the buttons right there, which I could always do myself, which I probably will. Overall, it's a great figure, and I hate that he didn't come with any guns. It would have been awesome if he came with some big freaking guns, because that's the Lobo that I know from the comics. But overall, it's a great figure. But there's a reason why he didn't come in number 1, and I'll show you why he didn't come in number 1. But this Mcfarlane Lobo is a masterpiece, and that's why he's at number 2. Drum roll, please. All right, guys. I think you guys are going to be surprised at my number 1 DC Mcfarlane figure of the year. And let me tell you guys, I'm surprised myself. Well, actually not too surprised, but a lot of you guys may not agree with me on this one, which is completely understandable. This is one of the main reasons why it's my favorite pick of 2021. And it is a Build-A-Figure, but you can also get this guy loose as well, which was a Walmart exclusive, I believe, which was a hard figure to find. King Shark is at number 1. And yeah, guys, I know what you're thinking. Some of you guys are like, what? And then some of you guys are like, okay, I understand. Now, I know a lot of you, my fellow collectors, had a problem with his articulation, but damn it, he's a big, fat, chubby shark. You're not going to get much articulation from him. This is a perfect action figure, guys. This is one of the DC Mcfarlane figs that actually I had no problem with, bro. None whatsoever. So it is pretty much perfect. I can't really complain about the paint apps. It's actually done really, really nicely. Let me try to stand up my camera just a little bit. It's starting to tip over. It's a figure. It's a great freaking figure. Even the variant, the bloody variant, is done nicely. Listen, I think, you know, us being Mcfarlane fans, I think we were expecting maybe more of an athletic King Shark, which I'm sure he eventually will give us. But this guy is probably, I would say, my only DCU figure, I think, in my countdown from what I can remember, from looking back at all my figures. Yeah, I think, well, no, with the exception of Darkseid and Steppenwolf. But it is a good figure, man. The paint apps are done so nicely. I don't know why I like this guy so much. Maybe he reminds me of a Street Shark, but it's a good figure. There are no flaws with this guy. You can point out the articulation, whatever. I don't really care. It's a good figure, man. It is pretty much the perfect action figure. Let me fix my camera just a little bit. It is the perfect action figure. of 2021. It's the perfect DC McFarlane action figure. I know some of you guys are going to disagree with me on it, but it's my favorite. It's by far my favorite McFarlane DC figure of 2021, and that's why he is king, baby. He is king. He is king. King Shark right there, guys. I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me on this one, but some of you may agree with me on this one, but I think he's pretty much perfect. I don't think McFarlane could have done anything else with this figure. Maybe some detail on the pants, but I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad at the shorts because it's a shark in shorts. So I'm not even mad at that, guys. And it was a pretty good movie as well. It's a great action figure. I love this chubby shark. So there it was, man. King Shark at number 1 for being my favorite DC McFarlane action figure of 2021. King Shark. There you guys have it. All right, man, I'm out of breath. Tell me what you guys make of my countdown. Like I said, I wish I would have gotten a Swamp Thing, but it was delayed. So I'm sure Swamp Thing would have been in this countdown. I'm sure he probably would have been in the top 5. Who knows? Maybe number 1. But these are my favorite DC McFarlane figs of 2021, and King Shark takes the number 1 spot. All right, guys, I've rambled on enough. I just want to thank you guys for watching. Like I said, let me know your opinions in the comments section. What was your number 1 DC McFarlane fig of 2021? I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next review. Peace out.